had a thought. Isn't it pretty crazy how men and women were created to produce offspring together, yet their communication and brains work in the complete opposite? It's kind of like Mother Nature is playing a cruel joke on us. And because the majority of men are not used to being able to express their feelings and open up because, one, biologically, they're not made that way, and two, society tells them that they are weak for feeling emotions, or three, he is scared to tell you how he feels, therefore is holding back. However, there is a beautiful thing called body language, and it's how we subconsciously act without even realize we are doing it sometimes. So this video is going to help you to decode a guy's feelings so that you know for sure if he likes you. Like and subscribe. Your gut tells you so. And that is the end of the video. Like and subscribe. Wait, I'm joking. If you are watching this video, maybe it's because you want to just double check some things, and it's a big indicator that your guy is picking up on his subconscious behavior and he already knows that he likes you. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm positive, actually no, I'm 110% sure that our gut feelings never let us down, so trust it. And of course, you are here for some more solid signs, so let's dive straight into sign number 2. He has your back. Now, a guy that likes you, he will find he always has your back in discussions. He supports your views and shows a big interest for your well-being. He is gonna hype you up before you have that new job interview and does literally all he can to show his support that he has your back, even if it means he stands up about you in an argument about something at work. He suddenly stops with the affection. This can be a hard sign to spot, and not all guys will display this. The best scenario to spot this is if you guys were friends and you were used to hanging out together. Maybe by default, he always greeted you with a hug and was affectionately close to you. However, it's as if he went suddenly cold, distant, and kind of formal with his introductions. This is because he's literally just thought, oh damn, I do like her. Mustn't make this awkward and be too strong. And then he actually makes it very awkward by being super distant to overcompensate the fact that he doesn't like you. He always stares at you. Are you always catching each other's gazes? It's a good thing. Now, we only stare directly into the eyes of the people that we like, and more so for the people that we are very attracted to. So you will find that you always lock eyes with him during conversations, or even when you are physically distanced from each other in a room, you can't help but scout him out and stare at him. Eye contact and a smile. This sign teams up nicely with the previous one. A guy that stares at you constantly, not just normal staring, I mean the full-on kind of like into your soul, and smiles when he does it. When you are both locking eyes, it's good. He is happy that you gazed at him, and that smile does give away how much he feels about you. It's as if he just can't help himself from smiling. He will make jokes about dating you. Expect a guy to test the waters and just joke about being in a relationship with you to see how you respond. So you can expect something along the lines of, hey wifey, or talk about what married life would be like with you. It's less of a body language sign and more of a kind of a daring move to assess your body language and see how you respond to his fantasy before he makes a move. He laughs at your jokes. One of the easiest ways to show others that we are connected to them is to laugh along with them when they make a joke. But this is a different type of humour. It's an empathetic laugh. He might sometimes laugh at the things that you say, even when they are really not that funny, because he wants to feel connected to you. He is always there. Strange, right? How this guy turns up at the same coffee shop in the morning as you after you mentioned that you always get an iced latte before work from Starbucks. Now, babes, call this an accident, but majorly on purpose. It's his way of showing up to kind of get a sneak peek of you. Because when we are super interested in someone, we can't help but always be around them or stalk them online. And this behavior is proof that he is interested. He greets you with a big hug. When you guys see each other, does he squeeze you tightly and then maybe go in for that second bear hug when you guys say goodbye? Maybe all of your friends give each other hugs, which is fine, but there is a tell of how long he goes in for that hug. If he lingers and that hug is held a little longer than what friends do, it's him holding you super tight because he doesn't want to let you go. It's your sign. He tries to impress you. You can expect a guy that likes you to make sure that he is always on top of his A game when it comes to grooming. He's going to dress smart, be well groomed, wearing aftershave, and always putting on his best behaviour when you are around, to the point where you know he's showing off. These are just subtle ways to get your attention. A little like how male birds puff out their chests to impress the females, he's literally trying to show off his array of beautiful feathers to lure you in. He finds a solid reason to contact you. Maybe he sends you a WhatsApp message where they're just watching this Netflix series, and you know what? It's pretty cool. I think you'll like it. Now, these texts sound innocent, but really deep down, he's sharing his interest with you and wants to connect with you over this series. Or he uses this as a means of opening up conversation with you. So if you get a late night email from Thomas asking a work-related question about the new finance spreadsheet at 2:30 a.m, this really is an excuse to have a conversation. He's not really that bothered about the financial spreadsheet. He knows a lot about you. A guy that is interested listens out for those important things and remembers them. And if you ever seem taken back that he has remembered that you were having a hard time with your best friend a couple of months ago, and then he follows up with a, "So how is Sarah doing now? Did she sort things out with you in the end?" This is a huge sign of interest. He will remember what you find important because suddenly that's important to him. He sits or stands close to you. Previously in this video, I did mention that we can't help but kind of stalk the people that we fancy. We want to go where they hang out in the chance to get closer. And you will notice the same thing in every situation. He will choose to always, without a doubt, sit next to you in the work meeting. He tries to serve you when you are waiting in the queue if maybe you come into his coffee shop. He will be physically close to you at all costs. Dilated pupils and raised eyebrows. This sign is not reserved for the weak. Now, you do kind of have to be a body language expert to spot this one. Biologically, our pupils dilate when we are looking at something that makes us happy or something that we are attracted to. So if you do get close enough without things getting too steamy in public places, watch for his pupils. They will dilate when you engage in strong eye contact together. And you will notice that he raises his eyebrows when you are engaged in a conversation. Now, naturally, a guy does this to widen his eyes to be able to take more of his surroundings in because he's attracted or threatened. But let's say he's going to be attracted in this case. If you blink, you could miss it. Women, we use our lips as a sexy way to seduce a guy, and it's not actually solely reserved for the ladies. Guys will touch, bite, or lick their own lips in an attempt to attract you. He checks you out. Us ladies, we notice, don't we, when a guy is checking us out, right? So you can expect a guy that likes you to constantly admire you from the moment you enter the room to the second that you leave. And a guy that is attracted to you he's gonna find it very hard to take his eyes off you. And that's when all of a sudden he seems to always be there where you are. He's physically close because, he's gonna do as many things as he can to get into your close vicinity. So remember, you can't just take one sign from this video. You have to kind of smush them all together and really test them out to see if he is interested. So let us know, is there something that we missed from today's video? Or have you got an experience of something that we've mentioned today? Let us know down in the comments below.